Today I finally get around to testing the $20 garage sale Colecovision that I bought last summer. So stick around and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Hey guys, M here from Transformers and Video Games, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode number 2 of my Will It Work series. In this series, I test out cheap electronics that I find garage sale hunting and at thrift stores. In episode number 1, I tested out my vintage Nintendo mini arcade game called Mario's Cement Factory. I'm going to be leaving a link to that video in the description if you're interested in checking it out, and I've also created a new playlist on my channel for my Will It Work series. In episode number 2, I'm going to be testing out a Colecovision that I bought from a garage sale for $20 last summer. Before we get into this, I'm just going to show you a short video clip from the pickups video that I made after finding this very cool retro game system. Alright guys, listen, I've just had an awesome score here. I was at another garage sale talking to an older gentleman about video games. He told me he thought he had a Colecovision kicking around in the garage. So he ended up getting up on a ladder and pulling it down. Let me just open this up here. I'm not going to go through everything right now. I'm going to do a more complete pickups video when I get home. Anyways, quick look here. You can see there's a number of boxed Colecovision games here. One title that catches my eye there, obviously, that I know is Zaxxon. I don't actually have a Colecovision in my collection right now, but you can see it comes with these two funky controllers here. You got the system in the box there. The two original controllers appear to be there. I'm hoping that this giant brick here is the power supply. Right on. So it looks like I've got all that I need. I would just need to make sure I've got the AV cables and make sure that the games are actually in the box. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. Here are the games that came with the system. Just because Zaxxon was front and center there in the pickups video, I'm going to test the system using that game. It also helps that I actually know how to play it, since it's on my Sonic's Ultimate Sega Genesis collection for the PS3. I'm just going to go ahead and insert the cartridge, fire up the system, and we'll see what happens. I decided to use a flat screen television to test the system only because it'll give me a far better picture for the purposes of footage for my video than an old school CRT television would. Now this is a really good sign. The logo appeared on the screen and it says Colecovision presents Sega's Zaxxon 1982 Coleco. I'm going to go ahead and select Skill 2 1 player, since according to the game instructions, Skill 1 is considerably easier. Alright, so it looks like they give you 3 lives for the difficulty of the game that I've selected, so I'm going to go ahead and play through one game of Zaxxon and we'll see what happens. Now I do have the game manual here, and I found the game description kind of interesting, so I'm going to give it a quick read right now. Coleco Zaxxon, a stunning 3D space game, takes you across alien asteroid fortresses. The evil robot Zaxxon and its fierce armies have conquered a once-free asteroid belt. Your mission is to stop them before they enslave the galaxy. Approach the asteroids, pass the barrier wall, and then dive your fighter low over the enemy surface. You must evade fire from turrets, mobots, and base missiles as you search for the robot warrior. But if you fly too high, a missile homes in on your fighter. At the asteroid's end, pull up to fly over treacherous force field walls. Once you successfully cross one asteroid fortress, you must fly through space to another. Avoid the enemy squadron that combs the galaxy in search of your fighter. Return their fire as you search the next asteroid for Zaxxon, the deadly robot warrior. Will you succeed at your ultimate mission and defeat these evil forces? I personally find the reverse controls of this game can take a little bit of time to get used to. What I mean by that is that up is down and down is up when it comes to positioning the joystick to move your fighter. The fact that you can fly at different altitudes can be really challenging when you're facing the enemy squadron while traveling through space. Without having the benefit of shadows under your fighter and under the squadron, it's very difficult to determine what the right altitude is in order to shoot them down or in order to avoid enemy fire. In my case, I just randomly move my fighter around the screen while shooting and hope for the best. One little trick that you can do to easily pass through the force field walls without crashing your fighter is to use the altitude gauge on the left side of the screen. All you need to do is count the number of blocks between the surface of the asteroid and the opening of the force field, then make sure that your altitude gauge is showing the same number of blocks, and then safely pass through the opening of the force field. If I'm not mistaken, I'm at the part of the game now where you take on Zaxxon for the first time. Now you need to shoot him a number of times while avoiding the missiles that he shoots at you. And of course I spoke too soon, I just got hit by one of his missiles, and it's game over for me. Alright guys, well that's my one game of Zaxxon to test out the Colecovision, so I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. If you happen to have a Colecovision, I would highly recommend picking up Zaxxon if you can find it for the right price. It's far better than the old Atari 2600 version. I hope you enjoyed the second entry in my Will It Work series. If you missed out on episode number 1 where I tested my Mario Cement Factory mini arcade game, then be sure to go to the description of my video where I'll leave a link for your convenience. If you're enjoying my new series, please be sure to like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care.